Hey, it's 7 o'clock Tuesday night. You know what that means. You're watching FYNTV.com, and we're at Circuit World, and it's in East LJ, Circuit World East LJ. Again, FYNTV.com is where you can find us, and we're talking to the Gilmer Bobcats, and it's time for Turf Talk. We want to thank Shane's Rib Shack for providing a meal for the coaches and players tonight, and I'm your host, BKP. I am joined tonight by the head coach of the Bobcats, Casey Wingard. We also got defensive coordinator Thomas Flowers with us as a guest, and also our players tonight will be Austin Lacey, Cameron Engler, David Smith, and Griffin Cagle. Don't forget, on Friday nights you can follow us on Twitter at Fetch Your News. That's at Fetch Your News, hashtag Team FYN Sports, hashtag Gilmer Football. Luke Davenport's on the sideline every Friday night tweeting out. I never thought at my age I would tell people somebody was tweeting out, but that's what we do. All the highlights and keeping you up on what's going on in the games. Gilmer Bobcats they have a bye this week before having to face Southeast Whitfield. So they have a bye. Let me go over. We're talking about Quad A Region 6 football, and when we get into region play, we always go over every week the standings and some things going on. Pickens is 1-0, Heritage is 2-0, Ridgeland is 1-0, Northwest Whitfield is 1-1 in the region, Southeast Whitfield is 1-1, Lafayette is 0-2, and Gilmer is 0-2. The recent games, Gilmer Bobcats coming off a loss to their rivals. Pickens 32-7 over Gilmer, Heritage 47-10 over Southeast Whitfield, and Northwest Whitfield 30-7 over Lafayette. Upcoming games Friday night in the region will be Southeast Whitfield. They will be taking on the Pickens Dragons, and then Heritage will be taking on Northwest Whitfield, and Ridgeland will be taking on Lafayette. And again, your Bobcats have a bye week. Coach Wingard, thank you for being here. Coach Flowers. Last week against the rival Pickens Dragons, tough game, but some are saying, and our sports writer Luke Davenport and some people I've talked to, maybe some emotions got a little too high, maybe a couple little flags, things like that.
Yeah, we got a couple personal fouls and some flags with emotions.
We got anybody responsible for that here tonight?
Couple people.
Couple? What's up? Okay, so I didn't mean to go there. I just saying. It's in the article. You can read it. But, Coach, those are the kind of things. You win in the halftime. Let's go here. You win in the halftime, 7-7. The team is in the game. What happened in that second half?
We come out in the second half, and it was one of those things that, we tried to get the momentum back. We tried to get it rolling and start going again. We had a couple things happen to us that kind of stalled us out, and then at that point it was all, like you said, emotion, playing on emotion, not playing on that even keel level that I mentioned the week before that. And I think that got to us a little bit. And, of course, some things happened, and, we didn't respond the way we should have.
Coach Flowers, glad to have you back. We had you on earlier in the year. You have been here from day one with the Bobcats, working on the defensive side. I have not seen you since some changes have been made in the coaching staff, and some new players have come onto the field into your side of the defense. What's going on that side? How do you feel about the adjustments that have been made and how the defense is responding for you at this point in the season?
The kids are responding well. I think we're still kind of playing a natural, just because we've changed our scheme a little bit. Even though the base is still the same, there's enough tweaks to kind of make it a natural. And so, if we can just get more reps, we can, and hopefully this week we can play faster, and because the effort's there. It's just the again not having, I don't want to say nose for the ball, but just things not coming naturally to us. So if we can do that this next week and this week, we'll be okay.
Austin, let me ask you. You have been here on the show for several years, and I've been watching you play for a long time. And when you go after somebody, I've watched a lot of film, watch you play. When you go out, you don't stop running until you catch them, right? Mm-hmm. I've watched you many a times. But talk about this week, this point in the season with the defense, what you guys need to work on. What do you need to work on? I mean, we were talking before the show, your freshman year. We were sharing some things about freshman year and stuff like that. This year, after the 4 years on the team, what do you guys need to work on this week? You should be able to step up and tell me what you guys need to, as a unit, work on.
I think we need to work on our stamina throughout the game, because I saw, like, fourth quarter, especially with the people playing both sides of the ball, we got tired, and I think we need to get more reps of changing positions and learning the coverages and all that. But we really, the first half of Pickens' game, we swarmed to the ball. We read everything right, pretty to the most part, and you saw the score. It was 7-7. So if we could have done that second half, I think we would have been fine.
Cameron, you follow up the same thing. Let me know here. What you have 2 weeks to work, and usually, Coach, when you're in a bye week, first week, a lot of times you're able to work on yourself. Mm-hmm. And but what do you think out there that you guys have to work on as far as, like he said, I'll use the phrase, not running out of gas. Getting that. Hey, when you go in, I don't care who you are playing. There's 11 men on the field. You go into halftime, you go in that locker room, and it's 7-7, you're in the football game. So what do you guys do to stay in those games and continue on this season?
I think we just got to, whenever we find ourselves in those games at halftime, don't come out flat after half and just keep the foot on the gas and finish out the game like we started it.
Coach, what are now? When you came in, timing. I guess in a way to say the timing was. It was good timing within the season because you did have the bye week right up front when you came in as head coach to start working with the team. You didn't just have to come out on Friday night.
Right.
This is kind of the perfect spot to have that next bye week that I think you need to complete some things when you started as the head coach. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air right now, having a bye week, like you said, to work on ourselves. Take example, we had some time off Monday to get the kids the bumps and bruises, all that kind of stuff, ailments, whatever they might have, even going to the school where they can retake tests or do stuff like that. So we gave them Monday off, and then we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday practice, and we're doing a lot of conditioning. We did a lot of conditioning today, and I think that's going to help us, even though it's almost midway through the season. Still, with what we're rolling with, offense and defense wise, we can see it in the first and second quarter. Phenomenal football team, outstanding. And it's just holding that and maintaining that drive and effort through the entire third and fourth quarter. We're doing a couple things different this week to hopefully help some of those kids getting a break, rotating some kids in. We're going to start looking at that because you get so tunnel vision and focus, with kids on the field, and you got to start looking to give them some breaks. And that's what I noticed third and fourth quarter at Pickens.
We're going to take a brief break. You're watching FYNTV.com, and it is Gilmer Bobcat Turf Talk. I'm here with head coach Casey Wingard. We're going to be right back after these messages. We're at Circuit World in East LJ, and also we want to thank Shane's Rib Shack. Don't forget, FYNTV.com. We'll be back after these messages.
El Rey and Elijah.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine.
El Rey.
El Rey and Elijah.
Hello, America. The first ever $5 flavor menu is here, and it's a game changer. For just $5 each, you can get a medium one-topping pizza, Wing Street Wings, a Hershey's cookie, and your other Hut favorites. A Pizza Hut pizza for just $5. It's the ultimate crowd pleaser.
How are you feeling, crowd?
Very pleased, thank you.
We do what we can here.
$5 for a Pizza Hut pizza. How can we not be pleased?
Good crowd today.
The $5 flavor menu, America's best pizza deal, only at Pizza Hut.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Don't do that.
And we're back. It's Tuesday night, and I'm your host, BKP, and you're watching Gilmer Bobcats Turf Talk. We're at East Elijah, Circuit World at East Elijah. We always want to thank Shane's Rib Shack. You get a chance, go in and say thank you, because every week, this is our third season of doing the show, and for 3 seasons, Shane's has provided a meal for the players and the coaches. So we want to give them a shout out and say thank you. Don't forget, on Friday nights, you can follow us on Twitter at Fetcher News, hashtag Team FYN Sports, hashtag Gilmer Football. I'm here tonight. I'm joined by head coach Casey Wingard of the Bobcats, defensive coordinator Thomas Flowers, and now we have on the couch David Smith and Griffin Cagle. But we all decided during the break that we were just going to sit here and let David talk for 6 minutes, right?
How about that?
I caught him off guard. That was you did good there, David. David, let me go with you. You're starting. You're playing complete games right now. How does that feel, starting to get week after week? Are you getting into a flow? Do you feel? I'm gonna say, you feel you're maturing in that position and being able to read your receivers and pick up the game a little better now?
Yeah, it's getting a lot easier to understand how the defense is going to react to where you're going to throw the ball, and when you know the plays a little bit better, it makes it a lot simpler.
Well, how do you feel that Coach is going around telling people he wants you to play both sides of the ball?
I'll do it.
There you go, Coach. We threw that out there, right?
Great DB.
Huh?
Great DB.
But, let me make sure I'm correct on this. You're sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
Second year, and you're starting quarterback. Griffin, are you starting to feel more comfortable working with your quarterback? And like I said, nothing against any of the other guys that have played quarterback for the team, but getting that consistency every week. What do you think, Griffin?
Yes, I've gotten a lot more used to him throwing. He did start a couple of games last year also, so this year and last year has come together, and I've just been a lot more comfortable with him this year.
So you're out there and you're taking off down the field, and you know at any time that David could just air it out, right?
Yes.
David, we've seen that, huh? David will launch that thing. You better go get it, right, David? We're not picking on Dave. We're just having fun tonight. Coach Flowers, Coach Wingard, let me talk about. Let's talk to the fans a little bit about what's going on the field. Some of the adjustments in the coaching staff. When you're up in the stands and you're kind of wondering what's going on with your team, and you're out there cheering for the team, and the Bobcat faithful, they come out, they support their team, and I have felt very strongly with some of the response I'm getting. People give you their full support right now, and I know that feels good to you, and you probably like to tell them how good that feels, knowing that you do have the support of the community.
Oh yeah, we're very thankful for the response from the community, from the parents, from the players, from the staff, from the board, just from everybody out there. It's been a phenomenal response. It's kind of like it's bringing a community together, and it's a great thing to see. Just being out there Fridays and seeing the support, seeing the people that are out, people that are cheering along with the Bobcats, And when this happened, my number one thing, having the meeting with the parents and stuff, it's 100% going to be about these kids. Everything we do is going to be for them, focused on them, to give them, the year they deserve, the respect, the coaching they deserve, and that's where we're coming from as a coaching staff. And to see the response of the fans and the parents, and everything's just been phenomenal. We're very blessed.
Well, let me ask you this question. Sometimes, obviously, we'll use the football language here. Sometimes when it's 3rd and long, you got to make a decision to punt, and so sometimes you have to back up and assess, and you can't go forward till you do. Coach Flowers, first year over here at Gilmer, you come in, changes are going on. What have you done as far as backing up to assess your coaching staff, where everybody is, what you expect to go forward?
Basically, what happened with the coaching staff, he's the D coordinator. Coach Luck is the offensive coordinator. I'm giving them complete autonomy over it. I trust them, and I'm there to support them. If they need timeout or anything they need from me, I'm going to be there for them. But I don't want to be over their shoulder, putting pressure on them, because I just don't think, I've seen it done several ways through all the systems I've been with. And I think if you just let them go and support them, good things will happen if you build on that trust. I'm not talking about just the kids too, but even amongst the coaching staff. And once you have that dynamic set up, I think good things start to happen with through the coaching staff and through the kids, and the kids see it too.
So as the head coach, and it's the first time you've been a head coach. As a head coach, you want to have a style of relying on the coaches that are in place,
right,
and letting them do their job.
Yes.
Take off on that about the opportunity to work with the kids and work with a head coach that wants you to run that.
Yeah, I'm just super thankful and really blessed, because I just don't think that I look at it as a real big opportunity, because there's not a lot of 25-year-olds that get to be a coordinator this quick and have so much autonomy, and just the autonomy. There's a lot of older defensive coordinators.
So you're 25?
I am 25.
Yeah, I was having a little difficulty between you and David. Sorry, folks, I'm in trouble now. Coach, I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry. Am I in trouble, Coach?
No. David looks old.
Yeah.
That's what
Go ahead, Coach. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I have to have fun with David. Keep him smiling.
But there's a lot of coordinators that still don't have autonomy from their head coach, and so I really appreciate it, and it's a great learning opportunity for me. But also we just want to win, and we're just fighting every week to get a win, and it's going to come, and I hope it's this next week, but it's that's the number one goal. And so I'm just super thankful, super blessed, and learning a lot. And
appreciate it, Coach. You're watching FYNTV.com. We're going to take a brief break. We're going to come back, and when we come back, we're going to ask Griffin and we're going to ask David, with this off week on the offensive side, what are they working on? They're going to be seeing Southeast Whitfield week after next. They're going to be traveling over there, checking out their team. We're going to talk about what they're doing on their side of the ball, getting ready for that game. So we'll be back after these messages.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The summer sell down is on at Days Chevrolet in Jasper with huge savings up to 16% off MSRP. Save over $4,100 off Malibu Limited, now just $19,500. Save $9,500 on loaded Silverado Crew Cab LT, now only $38,700. Save up to 16% off MSRP on select new Chevys in stock during the summer sell down, going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Right now at Pizza Hut, you can get any 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Get any toppings, any crust flavor, anything you want for just $6.99 each. And sweeten the deal with a Hershey's Triple Chocolate Brownie for just $5.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
And we're back. You're watching FYNTV.com, and we're at Circuit World here at East Ellijay, and it is Gilmer Bobcat Turf Talk. When we left, I told you we were going to talk to David Smith and Griffin Cagle here on the offensive side, wide receiver and quarterback. Guys, you have the week off. It comes at the perfect time in region play. I know you're 0-2, but you're going to be seeing Southeast Whitfield. This is a team. You do match up against, you can play this team. You can play anybody on any given Friday night, but this team matches up. You definitely can work out to play this team. But what are you guys working on this week? Because I know a lot of times, like I said, the first off week, you work on yourself. And then next week, you start working on the team you're playing. So this week, what are you working on yourself? What are you working on, David? What are things you got to work on?
I'm going to try to, some of my passes were flying, and I got to get those down.
That's what Griffin said in the break. He said some of your passes were flying. You got to get them. I just David, just saying, man. He said he's having to go after them.
Yeah.
So
running faster than I should, David.
Okay, guys, I'm having fun. I love you guys. I love what I do here. It's great. I can't wait to get here every Tuesday night. David, what are you working on? Some of your passes that are taking off on you?
Like some of those short passes, either throw it in the ground or I'll throw it way too high, and I got to get those dialed in.
You got to get them dialed in? That's got to work on. What about you, Griffin? What are some of the things that you're working on yourself and the team, the offense, this week?
I'm just working on like my route running and my catching ability and I'm looking to get faster.
Get faster?
Yes, always.
Now, you guys, have you already started looking at Southeast Whitfield? Have you already started looking at their team as far as the defense that you're going to be facing?
Yes, I have.
You have next week?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Southeast Whitfield, Coach, let's focus on that next week. We're talking during the break, and obviously this is a team that Gilmer can match up against. You know, you have the guys going out on the field. That's just the bottom line. We know the players. You have the talent out there. You have the guys on the field. You got the off week to work on it. What are you seeing with Southeast Whitfield that you guys have to put together to play them?
They're a pretty balanced team, so we can't focus too much on the run or too much on the pass this week. We just got to follow our keys, and we're going to be doing a little bit different stuff this week. Maybe throw some surprises in there, some stuff that we haven't done all year. Maybe some different coverages, some different blitzes, maybe some different fronts, and just trying to throw them off guard a little bit, and mainly just focus on our keys and stay with our keys, and not necessarily just keeping our eyes on the backfield, but staying with what our keys are.
Coach, same thing for you. This week, the off week, let's go back. I know we've talked about it a little bit tonight, but what do you have to work on for this region? Keep this team competitive, keep them within region play, and going up against Southeast next week.
I think it's all really about a team concept of grit. They've got to want to play. They've got to want to win. They've got to want to put the foot on the gas and just keep after them. And this week is a good breath of fresh air, but we are going to stay in shape, and we are going to do some things that are a little bit different this week, and then next week really fine-tune everything. But for Southeast, great football team, very well coached. Got some real good athletes, so we're going to have to bring our A game. In this region, you've got to do that every week, just because, like you said, any given Friday, something can happen. So we got to be ready for that and adjust to that.
You said earlier, and I want to back up on that, you said earlier you're doing a lot of conditioning, and I know you did not have an opportunity to lead the preseason conditioning with your team, and I see teams that when they get further into the season, you start seeing which teams the conditioning of preseason paid off.
Right.
Will you agree?
Yes.
That minimizes injury and also gets you deep into the season to be able to finish games. Mm-hmm. You've been conditioning this week. Could that be large in part of some of the newer guys that came in that were not in some of the preseason conditioning, that you need to get them, and not to say they're not in shape. I mean, like most high school guys 16 years old are in shape, but you know what I'm saying. Is that some of the conditioning that you feel you need to do this week?
Yeah, some of the new guys coming out, getting them kind of in football-ready shape, that too, but also personal fouls that we had Friday night to remind them the benefits of not getting personal fouls or playing with reckless emotion also helps out. And just that I want them to think when they're tired, because we've seen that time and time again on Friday night, third, fourth quarter. You start to see the body language change, walking around a little bit, not as clean as they need to be. So we're going to practice tired. I want the easy thing to be Friday night. Practice all week is going to be the hard part.
I think I enjoy that, and we can leave it there. You want them to play and think when they're tired, yeah. and I know where you're going with that. Hey guys, look, I always respect if somebody gains 15 yards on you, make them earn 15 yards. Don't give them 15 yards. And then if you got to get up and they gain 15 yards, you respect they gave you. They got 15 yards. You don't give them another one. So you know what I always say: play between the lines and play between the whistle, and don't make yellow your favorite color, right? And I'm going to start saying also, Griffin, if he airs it out, just go get it, man. All right? Got it?
I'll do my best.
You will. I know you will. I know you will, Griffin. I know you will. And I'm enjoying seeing your development, David. Okay. I've really enjoyed tonight. It is one. I want to say on a personal note, I can't wait to get here on Tuesday night to get together with the coaches and these guys. It's so much fun, and I hope you're enjoying it. And you can find it on our YouTube channel. If you go to fetchernews.com, we upload the show immediately afterwards. It'll be uploaded in about 30 minutes. And if you go to fetchernews.com, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see our YouTube symbol for our channel. You can go there and you can find tonight's show, share it with your friends. And always on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, we are here at Circuit World in East LJ. Shane's Rib Shack provides a meal, and we're talking Bobcat football, turf talk. I'm your host, BKP. Don't forget, 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, Good Morning from the Office with BKP. I get a little opinionated sometimes. You might want to check it out, fyntv.com. I just wanted to end like that, right? Say .com. You don't want me to do that anymore, Cole? Never again. Cole said never again. Adios. You don't want me to do that either? I can't do it.